Hi everyone, I hope all of you can hear me and see me. Please do let me know. Please do let me know. Hi everyone. Yeah, that's great. So, thank you everyone. Hi everyone. So, I have gone through a few this questions and doubts of yours, and I think I have replied to most of them. Um, if in case someone hasn't got a reply still, maybe that doubt isn't clear or is just uh, not at the present moment it should be answered. Maybe later on I'll tell you again. Okay, I don't watch IPL at all, so I just watch World Cup. Okay, then we have this yeah, age limit was the thing I told you to. You ask your parent to make an account and then you use that account. Okay, that's the only way as of now. There is one more way, but that's very tricky for you to do that, so leave that part. Okay, you must be less than 13 years of age, then only that happens actually. So um, so today we are going to learn about the editing part, but before that, you all know we are on Practically and we are learning about YouTube Pro. So in this course we are working on YouTube Pro. You already know about Practically now, must be in through it. You get everything like personalized mentor, you get your doubts cleared, you get best coding classes also, like you will learn from coding from very basic to very advanced. Also you will learn about the AR and VR simulations, so you will also be able to understand a concept through that. Then you already know there are so many workshops going on, you are already a part of it. Only one is left, which is going to start on 4th of May, very close now. So I will request you, if you are interested in robotics and you want to get get a certificate from IIT Guwahati Robotics Club, then just go and enroll for that also. The gifts and rewards you are aware of. You all, I hope you all are doing very good and you are attending the classes. There are special hampers and gifts attached to those. Also, you can refer your friend for this, and the more you refer it, there are higher chances to win another hamper. Okay, so in this session, we are going to cover up the editing part, which is a very important part of this course. So you must have understood what type of content is available already. Then you understood, okay, what is the good criteria for finding a good content, the correct criteria for finding a good content. Correct. So you gone through that, those 10 parameters, you judged your own content on those parameters and found, yeah, my content will work. And then I asked you to record your video, and I told you that you can start with bare minimum, just max of 1000 rupees. Otherwise, even that is not required for the initial case. You can run it for just 0 rupees. Today also I'm going to tell you about some editing programs. I will tell you which one is. Oh, someone has a doubt. Can you please just mail it to me then? I already all reply there, correct? Most of the doubts are reply. Or otherwise wait for it. Don't just keep on saying the same thing. That's create a lot of trouble for me to read more messages. So once you have said it, I read it, Ajitesh. Then it just wait for it. Okay. Now, for those who don't know that the video editing, the video recording is already done, please do that. You have got this weekend with you, and in the next session also I'm not taking up a new part. I will be stuck to this editing only, because I know editing will be giving me a lot of doubts. So what I'm going to start with now is I'm going to take up and go through what is the basic editing structure, the 7 steps. So in total there are many steps, okay, but in general we just boil it down to these 7 steps, and these are, take this as a kind of an algorithm that, okay, this is how we, if we work, then we have a good edited video in the end. Okay. Now someone is asking me to, so now one more thing. So in this process, this can be changed. I'm not saying that you cannot do some other step before some other step. You can, but just follow it for the first time, and then you find, okay, which thing is working for you and which is not, and accordingly move. Okay, the first step, you have to import and organize your footage. Now what this mean? This means that, let's suppose you have this what say your video file. Okay, so you have got two types of file beta. Generally we don't do the audio and video separate, because for you I haven't told you that. So in that case, what we do in general, we create just one video file, okay, for you. But when we go for better audio recording, we know that we have to get the audio part separately from another device, and we have to sync those two. Okay, that's a very good and very high level of doing things. For this time being, let us understand that you are taking the audio only from your video itself, or you have already put your audio mic directly into your video device, something like that. Okay. Now, in that case, what happens in general, that you will have this video file with you on either on your mobile phone, or if you had a DSLR or a like a point to shoot camera, like those are old, but maybe you had it. So DSLR, this mobile phone DSLR, and then you may have this what I say, maybe a GoPro, but GoPro is very costly, so leave it. Maybe a webcam. Okay, you have this recording, a screen recording. Okay, so you had this screen recording and you have this audio video in that. Fine. Okay, so you have to import this and organize it. So you have to put it in a folder so that you remember which one you are looking for. Why this is so? Because when you are looking for one or two videos, it is fine, but when you go for like crazy amount of videos, then this whole file will be in a messed up state, in a very disoriented state, disorganized state, or sorry, unorganized state, and then you will have a lot of trouble to properly separate them, segregate them. Okay, and you will not be able to find the correct footage when you will need it. So it's better to create folders in your system, accordingly put the file name and the date when you have recorded it or shooted it or you are editing it, whichever date you prefer. So someone is saying she is not able to do that video editing in a thumbnail. That is a very different class, and I will tell you those parts. So don't mix up. Okay, now the second step is to review and place your favorite clips. Again, you have to just check which is the clip you have required. You have to place your favorite clips accordingly. Now, favorite clips are those clips which are pre-designed, like you have your own starting logo animation, or you have certain starting audio track, something like that. So you have to review and place your favorite clips. Okay, which is used repeatedly. Okay, now the next step is clean up your timeline. Now in this case, what happens, your timeline is very chunky. I will show you the timeline and what it means. So it's very chunky and very not good, very scattered. So we have to clean up before we render the video. Okay, we have to add visuals and sound effects if it is there. If you want to add up any visual or sound effects, extra sound effects, I will teach you that also. Then you have to mix your sound. So maybe you are getting one sound from one original sound that you are recording, and you want a background and sound in it. You must have heard people have this background sound, a very slow sound, but it keeps on going. So then you can do that. Okay, then you can make color corrections. Now the color corrections are generally not required at your this point of time, but later on we will do that color correction to make it give a cinematic look, or like checking the contrast and the brightness level, accordingly adjusting. Very okay. Now the last is obviously the exporting and uploading. Now uploading is a very separate part, it will come later on. Uploading is a very simple process compared to editing and exporting the video. So there are two basic things. First, you edit a video and then you render it, or you call the export, whatever you call it, both have the same meaning. In some softwares they call it rendering, in some softwares they call it export, but generally the process is called rendering. Okay, and then the last step is called the upload, which we will not cover for this session and the next session. Okay, now I would request all of you, you know me, that I go very slow, and I have told you to be intelligent and have patience. This is what you are building in the class, patience, correct? So let's start and understand the few editing softwares and their advantage and disadvantage. Let me take just 5 to 10 minutes more. Okay, now DaVinci Resolve is the software I'm going to use today. It's such a software you won't find to be free, but it is completely free. So it has a pro version, but you won't ever require it. I'm just telling you, you won't ever require it. For this time, you will be like fine with so many features the free version has. It is a full-fledged free version. No watermarks, nothing like that. Okay, very clean, proper software. Okay, and this is like, this actually gives a lot of competition to Adobe Premiere Pro also. It's such a good software. Okay, then we have the Wondershare Filmora. Generally it is a paid, but the free version has this watermark issue. It brings up a layer of writing Filmora. In the end also there will be an animation of Filmora, which you can remove, but okay. Adobe Premiere Pro, of course, the industry standard. Many companies, people, many even movies are edited using this, okay. But the problem with this is it's paid. It's very costly. It's around 1700 rupees, approximately 1700 rupees per month. So I'm not going to use this one and tell you to use this one, okay. Then you have the Windows Movie Maker. Now this is inbuilt in your Windows if you are using a Windows 10 laptop or a computer. Now this is a very simple tool to trim, basically cut some part of the clip and adjust the basic thing in it. So Windows Movie Maker works. I may, if I get the time today, I'll tell you, or in the next session I will tell you. So these two sessions are basically for editing. So we have no rush, okay. Because this is the major part of this video, okay, this YouTube thing. iMovie is for those, this is also an app, also the software. It is for Mac users or the Apple users, okay. Yes, if you have the Adobe package, you can use it. You can use KineMaster also if it is not giving you that watermark thing. Okay, you people are missing something. You people, you know what you have missed just now, that I don't see the chat when I'm explaining things. Do you remember this? So if I finish, you know, when I do that, and then I wait and I reply to every doubt. So just follow the rules. Okay, now Final Cut Pro. Now this thing is again a Mac, but it is a paid one. Don't use it. For this time being, I will suggest you to go to Adobe Premiere Pro. It is available for both Mac and Windows. Use this one. You'll find it comparatively easier to do. Final Cut Pro is specifically designed for Mac and some people find it very fast. So again, personal choice. Now this, there are certain apps which can also do the same thing. So these are Android apps. So you know what is an Android, and Android is a platform or an OS for your mobile system, okay, owned by Google now. So in this process, you can have iMovie. This is there in iMovie, I think so. Okay, Adobe Premiere Rush. Okay, wait. I'm so sorry. Wait, this is not for Android. This is for Mac, okay. The Android is this one, okay. Now InShot is an app. It's very good, but again it has this watermark issue. I will suggest you to go for UCut if you are using on mobile phone. This is for Android, okay. UCut. You have the KineMaster, you have Quick, and everyone has certain advantages. I would suggest you to use and find it whether it is your advantage or it is disadvantage for you. InShot is good. I prefer InShot, I prefer UCut. So if you're telling me which first two you prefer, these are the first two I prefer. If you are into very pro editing kind of thing, you can go and try for Premiere Rush, but again this will be difficult for you. InShot and UCut are good. I won't be taking them today. Maybe if someone posts a doubt and they want me to show in the mobile frame, then in the next class maybe, but today no. Okay, this is for Mac one. The Mac one has iMovie app, also this Rush, so you can use both. So mostly you will find they both have similar apps, nothing different, okay. That's why this thing happened, Android happened. So most of them have similar apps. Okay, I hope this far is okay. Now before we start our editing journey, yes, DaVinci Resolve is the best for PC, is the best one, okay. It has the best interface, the best environment to do editing. Everything is good. Okay, let us get some media files. Now the problem with me is I don't have any video recorded. I think I may have this one, but I want you to show something very good looking rather than me. I'm not good looking. so let us begin with Mac is the like Apple MacBook Pro. These are called Mac Beta. No? Macintosh basically was the OS and all. Then it became Hackintosh and all. So we call this Macs. Okay. System requirement for DaVinci, I think you will require at least a 4 GB. What I will suggest to you is go on the platform. Okay, now I have to switch back. Okay, and before I do that, I want to tell you one very good thing about some websites where you can find free resources, non-copyright. So you can use them without any kind of attribution. More about this in the later stages when I will discuss in the next session. What is attribution? What are copyright laws, basic laws and all? Okay, this is a very separate session, not mixing so much. But for this time being, all of you remember that these three websites will give you a lot of resources. Okay. Now the Mixkit is the, you can call it the one-stop shop. You go there, you find everything. I'm telling you everything. So you can find videos which you can use, those are free. If they are not, they will write why they are not free. There must be like, so maybe you are looking for 1080p which is not free, but then 720p is free. Just take 720p, it's okay for you as of now. YouTube algorithm I will teach. Okay, so now in this part, now let's start. So we have this www.pexels.com. okay, in this case, if you are looking for very rare kind of images, now these are very high level of videographers and photographers, those who make very like different style of videos, so you can go for Pexels. In case you're looking for PNG image, then you can use PNG Wing. Okay, so now we are going to do that, but before I go to do that, okay, what I suggest to you is, all of you just go and open this website if you can, if you are on a laptop or a PC, and look through that. I will be opening it, but yeah, you can. By that time also, one more thing, you have any doubt you can ask. Okay, I'm reading for Reena. Sir, if we record a video in mobile phone, how can we export that video in laptop? Beta, you have to click connect with your this wire data cable, correct? You get the charging cable is the data cable also. Connect it, transfer it, like go through your camera. There is a camera folder. So first of all, you will have a DCIM. Search for that folder in your Android like drive. It will come up in your system. Then you look for camera, and then you will see the image, the video. Copy paste in your desktop or in wherever you want to paste in your laptop or computer. Okay. Whenever I am saying some laptop, I mean desktop and PC and laptop, everything is just same for me. I won't take continuously different names. So I hope from now on you will understand this. I say laptop or PC, I mean both of them. Okay, sir, what should we do in mixed website? Nothing. You just have to go through once. You just see what is there. Nothing else. Lava, I told you. Poonam, sir, can we open the link in mobile phone? Yes, you can. The links will work. How can I create a thumbnail for YouTube in mobile? This is a separate, that is called branding and making it look good. Not as of now. Editing has no relation with this. Now, I'm going for this website, and so I will be like looking for this first one. So I need to do one very important point. Let me just change my preference. Give me 1 minute. So if I am not okay, PNG Wing gives you some PNG to be used. It's free, but sometimes if you don't get it, then don't use it. Okay. Fine. I'm going for Mixkit to download some files, and I want to. Okay. Before I do that, I would be not available. Okay. So here is this thing. I'm changing my. Can you all see now? Okay, I have to do one more thing. Okay, do you all can see this? Okay, so this is the website. Okay, now the issue with this website is you have limited content. Okay, because they are free. So if you want to go for the paid one, they will offer you the paid one in the same one. Okay, I won't suggest you to do that, but again, most of them will work out for you. Okay. So if you are looking for videos, this and all, let's suppose I'm looking for some drone shots and nature. So what I will do, I will go for drone shots. I want to look for some nature shot. Okay, let me just take this one. It looks good. So I go and download the free video. Very simple. So this is where it is showing you the paid one. This has paid one. Okay, don't click on it. It will be downloaded. Now I'm also looking for, let's say, some more specific drone shot. So let's say I'm starting with this. Okay, so I've got 2 videos. Okay, all of you, I'll be using DaVinci Resolve. Okay, this is the software I'm using, the 17 version. Okay, so remember this. Okay, then I have to go back and I have to get some nature footage. So what I'm planning is, as of now, I'm planning that I'll start from a very head shot, drone shot. I will move into this nature shot slowly. Okay, so I'm thinking of moving into this nature shot. So I'm getting some few clips so that you understand that how I'm trying to make this. Okay. Okay, I think this is enough. I'll go very closer to this and I'll try to bring you this. Okay, so I've got some few clips with me. The only issue is I have just installed my DaVinci. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I have to restart, and this is where it is important. So if you also want to do it with me, I'll request you that you just can install DaVinci Resolve. Okay, the 17 one. It works. It was beta before, now it works. Okay, so I will be back. All of you are there or not? First of all, no one goes away, otherwise you will leave this. DaVinci Resolve is completely free for your purpose. In phone you can't, beta. This is for PC. So all of you just be there. Okay, be with me for like 2 minutes. I'll be back. Why restarting this? Okay. Okay, so is everyone here now? Yeah. So, okay. So all of you, I'm going to start this. First of all, just give me 1 minute. Okay. So now I'm going to start DaVinci Resolve. Okay. Okay. Till then, if you have some doubt, you can ask. Everyone is able to see me now. So anyone who is asking me how can I do this thumbnail and all, you are asking a wrong class. And I have told you from beginning, I begin and end. I will completely tell you everything, but I will not jump. Okay. Now this is the first thing that you will see whenever you restart a computer in the DaVinci Resolve environment. You have to click on continue. Okay. I hope now everyone is seeing what I am seeing so that you are comfortable and you know it. Okay. Working fine? So Poonam, if you are looking for DaVinci Resolve Studio, then only it will ask you. Don't ask for DaVinci Resolve 17 Studio. You have to just get the DaVinci Resolve 17. That's the free version of it. Okay. I'll show you where it is. Wait. You have to search for DaVinci Resolve. Go on this website, the first one which comes. You have this 17 one. This is the where you have to click, and you have to just get this one, the Windows one or the whatever. Okay. There is a, that's wait. Then you have to put your details and everything here. Okay. You get it? You don't have to like tell specifically your exactly address. You just have to tell your city and your state, and then register and download. Nothing much is needed. Don't do anything of this. Okay. Do you all get it? Okay. So if it doesn't work today, I'll have to do this. Okay. There is this trouble with this. Okay, wait. Something has bugged my computer with starting this. And that's not a good thing to begin with. So I have to teach you something different then. Okay. I'm just getting it run. There is some internal update which is required. So that's what is troubling me. Wait a minute. I'm just here, okay? Just give me 1 minute. I have to reset my system, nothing else. So I hope none of you have gone away. Please don't go away. I so much want you to. Just one more minute. Yeah, I'm not visible because I am looking for some certain software thing to come up. This system is bugging me. So apologies for it. And I don't want you to see my tense face, okay? I, I don't want to do that. So just give me 1 or 2 minutes, I'll be back. I just have to reset something here. Madison, okay, anyone can subscribe to you if your content is good. So don't worry about it. I hope all of you can see me now. I'm just still looking for this thing to come up proper. Or else I have to take up this thing in the next class, and I apologize for this part. Okay, because the system has to reset again for this thing. Okay, all of you, if you are there and you have not missed me or left me, if you all are here, I can begin. and I hope you all can now see the screen, and you can get the software sync. Do you all see that? Do you all see the software now? Say yes. Hey, I told you, I just needed some minutes, okay? I don't want you to see my tense face when I'm like sorting this thing out, okay? Fine, great. So let's begin with it. So when it begins, it starts with untitled project. You can take up a new project or you can start with new folder, okay? I'm minimizing this, okay? And also one more thing, so that it is easy for us to talk about this, okay? So you see, this is the first interface when it opens properly. I had some like this hardware issue, nothing, you will not have that kind of thing. If you have, you can update, okay? So now you can untitled project, you can take up a new folder or a new project name. I'm not doing anything, I'm just clicking open. That's the first one I'm doing. So it will give me the first environment. Now all of you, please be attentive. You remember I downloaded some videos from Mixkit. Remember that? So I'm going to make a proper like a video from those small clips, and you will see how will I do that. Okay. Before you do all of this, you have to understand the interface. All of you, please be attentive when you are doing this now, because one thing you miss and you miss everything. First of all, always remember in the bottom you see media, cut, edit, fusion, these options. Always go to edit. Once you go to edit, your interface will change a lot. Okay. As everyone getting it. Okay. Yeah. So now what happens when you go to this, you will find there are certain options which are very crucial for you to start. First is the media pool. Okay. Now in this case, what happens if you click on media pool, you see this is something is going and something is coming. Now media pool means the place where all your raw videos will be available. All the videos that you have got it from your camera phone, your webcam recordings, your GoPro, your DSLR, your point to shoot camera, whatever XYZ, wherever you have recorded your first video, you are going to bring that video from your computer device to this place and it will be shown here. Now I downloaded it from the website Mixkit, correct? So what I'll be doing it, I'll be importing it here. Now there are many ways of doing it. Let us first of all import it. So you can drop and drag and drop, or you can, so I am going to do that. First of all, I am going to show you drag and drop. So what I will do, I will open up my this folder where the files are there. Can you see there are so many files? Mixkit, tree, this is all the files, correct? Now I can just bring this, drag it here and stop here. Now as soon as I drop it, starts to copy it. If it is not, I'll do it again. Now, it will the first time, remember this is the most important point and you have to understand this. This will happen for all of you. It doesn't matter, okay? The DaVinci Resolve, I will always call it DaVinci. DaVinci will always ask you to change your frame rate. Now, what's the frame rate basically? This is how many frames are passing per second. So, you must have recorded your video either in 30 frames per second. It will show you 29.97 and 60 frame per second. It may show you 59.97. Don't worry, they are 60 and 30. Okay. Now, this is important that you change the frame rate to match your frame, whatever the video is going to be output. You can later on also change the frame rate and it doesn't matter much. But in the beginning itself, if you change it, everything will be changed accordingly. So I'm going to say I'm going to change the frame rate. I'm clicking on change. The frame rate will change and this video's frame rate will be used. Now what was the frame rate of this video? I'll show you how to know that. Right click on this video file, click on properties, go to details and you will find that this is running this frame rate of 23.98 frame per second. Okay. Now this is where you will have this 24-25 frame per second file. You will have 29.97. Okay, so this will be 30 frame per second for you if it is recorded with a mobile phone. Okay, now since we have achieved this part, did you all get this part? Okay, superb. Now all of you remember that you have to you can use this tool, this buttons to change how it looks like. See how it looks like. It looks bigger and it can look like a list. Okay. Now you all got it? Fine. So now you can also right click the second way. I'm teaching you the second way. I will teach you many ways so that you are comfortable with each one of it. You can also click on right and you can click on import media and import bin. Now these two options are different. Now let's suppose, now all of you, I hope you all are hearing me very much. If you don't hear me now, you will miss and I will not repeat. This is how I am. So import bin imports the folder itself containing all the file structure. So it won't change the file structure. It will fully import the video folder, the folder in which all the videos or audio or whatever are there. This is important when you have a lot of files and you have placed it properly under one folder. So you have created one folder, say today is 30th April. Okay. So 30th April, you have this got this whole folder, all videos on 30th April. So you can just import that folder directly. All the files will come. For this time, what I am doing, not I am doing that, I am importing the media because I do not have a separate folder. So I will go to my downloads folder and now I can select all the files I need to import. I can select many files by doing like this way or clicking one file and clicking control. So if I press control button on my keyboard, I can click as many files. Don't double click it. If you do a double click, it will open the file and play it. We don't want this. So now you have all this file, you click on open and every file has been imported. Now can you all see every file has been imported and this computer system is now trying to create a thumbnail for it. A thumbnail means so that you can decide which one is which file. Okay, you can also name the file properly also. File number 1, file number 2, file number 3 and so on. Okay, now one very important point. Since in our case we have only 5 files and there are no other files as of now. Later on I will bring some audio file also, but not now. So for this part, what we can do, we can just press this button, this shrink button. It will reduce the size in the bottom part and will make this is the timeline. It will make it properly from end to end. It looks good and very clean. So you have to do this to make it cleaner. This is why I'm teaching you. Okay. Now there are 2 windows. So there are 2 windows actually. You must not be able to see the second one. Don't worry. You will be now in few minutes. If I click on any one file, it will show you that file. You see this? And I can play using this button. Now if I click on play, so wait. Let me just give it a second. It is obviously trying to get it. Okay. So now, okay. So what you do, you go to the file and you do a double click. Okay. Or you can also do a drag and drop like this. Whichever way you want, it is okay. It is your choice. This is your preview window. This is not your editing window. And remember this very important point. There are 2 players. One is your editing where you are actually getting your original file. And the second is where you are actually editing the part of it or taking a part of it. You may be taking complete also, but that's a separate case. For now on, let us understand I'm taking a drone shot. So I begin with this wave and I want to play it. So I'm going to play and see how it is actually. So see, I'm looking at some coastal area. There are some waves and it is like a drone shot. Correct? Do you all see this? Now I do not want the complete file to be on my editing part. I just want a glimpse or starting part of it. How will we get this? Okay, all of you now. Wherever you want to start, you can put a starting marker from this part. You can click mark in. There is a shortcut key for it called I. If you press the keyboard I, it will start from this place. I am not looking at the chat. If you are sending anything, you just are wasting your time. I'm not reading it. It's better to listen and completely listen. And I will answer all your doubts lately. It's better to be the intelligent audience and just listen. Close your chat. Don't chat. Okay. Now, in this stage, if you see, this can be moved, but there is a dot now. It means the marking has been placed. If you want to change the marking, you can go again and press this button, or I will press I. See, I'm not pressing this. My mouse is not there. I. You see this shifted. Now I just want it to begin from this stage, a very beginning stage, and I want this part to show me till this only. It looks better to me. So I press O. O means out. You can also press this. Now you have this file. I want this to be my starting video. So I will obviously bring this and put it here. See how I put it. Remember, this video had no audio in it. Listen carefully. This video had no audio in it. If it would have been both the thing, we can either take the audio and video separately. There will be two buttons showing this. But if you take from the middle, from anywhere else, it will bring both of them together. For this file, since there was no audio inside this video, we didn't have got two different more buttons to show. Okay, I'll show you later on, maybe in the next class. Okay, so now this is your timeline which has been built up, and now you see this video has come onto your timeline 1. This is very important part. Your first video, now you see, if I go here and if I play, now you see whichever part I have taken here is only the part I'm going to use in my final video. Okay, do you all understand? The first video, I got it so good. Now it looks cleaner. It looks like I am looking from top. I am reaching a coastal area and I am seeing the waves. Now I want to go and see the mountains supports. I moved a little bit and now I have moved inside the coastal area. It feels like this to me. And so what I did, I brought complete this to this part. This is not a good thing because you bring complete. I am teaching you many ways in the limited amount of time. So bear with me. Okay. I'd request one of my moderators here. Can you please let me know the next class timing? So if I want, I can extend this one. Okay. So now the thing is very simple. Okay. If I want to use certain part and I suddenly brought this completely here, it is okay. You can do that. Now you see the buttons are changing. Can you see this? This button, as it in this stage, if you click and if you move, see this, I can reduce the length of it. See how I'm reducing. And you also see on the timeline window, the other window, you have to see in the timeline window, it is also showing me where exactly I am in the clip. Can you see that? I am holding my mouse button and I'm left mouse click and I'm dragging it just. Okay, see how I am doing it. Okay, now this is another way of clipping your main video part. So if suppose you started your video and your hand is there because you press the recording button, you can remove that by just bringing the complete video here and dragging like this. And there you feel, hey, my hand is now not there on the timeline. It is good. Now this is my correct file. You get it now? This is the second way of doing it. But I just want you to show you in this way only. So now in this, this is a preview window, always a very good kind of window to use. Now I want this to, so this is coming like this is going like this outside. Okay. So what I want, okay, let me just say if I want like this. Okay. So I can go and do a I here and do a O here. Okay. Now I'm bringing this clip on the timeline. See, only that part of the clip comes in where you press I and O. Okay. Now this is okay. Let me see. Okay, wait, this one is the clip. Let me see. Okay, it looks like this one. Okay, let us now do one thing. Let us bring up plant motion also. Okay, so this is our plant motion. Correct. So let me bring this clip now, and this is our plant motion. Let me see first how it looks. Okay, it looks like it's coming out only. Okay, so it is coming out. Okay, so what I suggest is, if all the videos are coming out, why should not I just change the order of it? So I'm going to delete everything. Okay, I'll start from the leaf and I'll go out. Let's try this one. So let's begin the leaf only. Let us try this leaf because most of the videos are coming out also. So the theme will be, the story will be good if I took the coming out. Okay, now I got this one. You all know I'm doing it fast now, so that you are also fine. Now I'm just bringing and doing nothing else. Bringing on the timeline. Each video clip I'm bringing on the timeline. Okay, I'm bringing this clip on the timeline. Okay, I am trying to get out of this clip. So let me just have this eye and I'm moving out and I'm putting it here. Then I want this tree to come up because it's bigger. So let me just get it like this. Okay, so let me bring this I, bring this O. I'm just trying to teach you how can I mix many clips. Okay, let me now use this one. Okay, let me get this here. I'm looking at, okay, this looks better. Okay, This is I, this is O. It comes out a lot. Let me bring it a more. And then I'll bring this one. So I have this one coming like this. Okay, let me just take like this. I and O. I just took very random clips, you know it. I just took 5 clips. I didn't even see one. So I'm trying to bring a story out of it. So now all of you see I've got one very good video. All of you have to watch this side beta. Okay. Now you see this is the video now it is showing. Can you all understand this part? This is okay. Now I want to teach you something called, let's say if I want to adjust some part, I want to do something. How can we do it properly and better? Let's suppose I want to cut some part. How can we do this? Okay. Now it looks okay. It looks so it looks like it's, but now I see this is too much lengthy. Now this clip I find is too much lengthy. It's too much taking time. I don't want this. First way is you do this. You go, you click this and you bring this here. Now once you do this, the problem is this will create a blank space and this will still be a space that will show blank. Not good. Totally not good. There is a way to do this. Let me show you how. You have to see this one, this button. This is called trim edit. This button is very important. So when you go and click on trim edit rather than this cursor one, the selection button. Now if I go and do this, you see what is happening? Can you see all of you what is happening? The whole clip which is behind is actually coming together. I am not bringing it. This is happening because this button is pressed and not this. Do you all get it? Can you all see how beautifully it reduces this? Yes. So if you want to save your time in your editing, you don't want, so what was the other way? Okay, I'll show you the other way also. Okay, now suppose, okay, wait. So now suppose I had this. I have to bring this part again. Okay. Now see, if I reduce this, I need to now select these two, bring it and join it. Such a lazy work, bad work, too much work. So what we do? Okay, I keep this one. So what we do, we select this one, the trim edit, and we do this way. How beautifully it brings all the two together. Done. And now we have it. Okay. I just have to see the chat here. So I'm looking at the chat this place, beta. When is the next class timing? I am still looking for that number. Okay. Now, all of you, you got this one. Okay. What about this button now? Okay. So if you look at this button is dynamic trim. Now what it does is it actually does the similar way, but it kinds of rolls the two stream. So it is like you can see that it is rolling over. So it now tries to overlap the previous part. Okay. It is reducing also, but it is also overlapping it. Okay. So you should be stuck with this. Okay. This one or this one. This is the two ways. Now it is done. Now suppose you want that, hey, I still don't want this clip here. I want to show some other clip in between. So we have this cut, okay, this tool, where we can put a cut here and I can go and cut this part here. Let's suppose this. See, I do not want this part to be in my video, but this is in my video. This is called the part between trimming. So maybe you were recording a video, the use case of this. So you were recording a video and somewhere you made a mistake. Hey, I just said something wrong. You don't have to record it again. No, you don't have. What you need to do is use this cut tool, this one. You can call it any name. This is just blade, cut, whichever. Every editing software has the same symbol. It's always a blade, always. So you can just click on this blade, click it here where you want to go away and this. And the best thing about this DaVinci, you can see in real time as you move. Can you see that? I'm just moving my cursor. I'm not even clicking the left button of the mouse. I'm just moving it and see it is moving. It's so fluid, so good. Now you see it is telling me which part I'm looking and I'm about to cut. So the moment I see, hey, I started from here itself. So I was recording something, I made a mistake. I said, oh, no, not like this. I have to begin. The moment you say, okay, again you started, you just come and click on the cut again. You click, it is cut. Now you have to delete this. Now there are two types of delete that you want to understand. One is normal delete, one is ripple delete. Now this if you press a backspace, this is called just normal delete. backspace will just delete it. It will again create an empty space. And we are smart. We don't want that empty space. I want to join these two. So what we will do, we'll take this, drag it, attach it. Don't do that. Rather than click on this part and click delete, the button delete. This will be doing a ripple delete. So delete does a ripple delete, backspace does normal delete. When and why we should use and where we should use. Okay, let's suppose I wanted to delete this part, but I don't want it to compress. Why? Because I want to attach another picture in between. So what we will do, we will just press the backspace beta and we will now bring some other clip. Now you see what is happening. The moment I'm bringing some other clip, it's putting one very important. See, it is doing what? It is trying to overlap the next part. I do not want this to happen. I just want this part to just fit in between these two parts. You get it? Which is not correct. So we can press this. Okay, just wait. I clicked on now. Okay, I'll tell you the easier way, the first one and the second one then. Okay, the first one, you bring it on the timeline 2, the video 2. This is your new one, the second layer of it. Whichever, remember in video editing, whichever layer is at the top will be seen. So if I place my cursor here, okay, I will not be able to see this one. Do you see this? I will not be able to see this one. Why? Because it is overlapped by this upper layer. So now what we have to do, we have to first, so bring it and close it till this. And now you can drag and pop this inside. Done? Now I have got a simple different way. Now you see what has happened. I got some certain other video between two different videos. Do you all get this part? Okay, I have said a lot and I think you people should be now worried what all I have said. So anyone has any doubt? Yes, Rishi, you were correct. I'm using Windows 10. How to go time lapse? Time lapse is not this one. Time lapse you have to record in your mobile phone, a time lapse. Okay. Okay, text bit. Madhuri, text I'm about to tell in few minutes. Okay. Now, just a minute. Okay, so what happens now? I will rather not show you this one. Okay, not this way. I'll do it in the next one. It's like troubling me also because DaVinci is a little bit different for me too sometimes. I'm a Premiere Pro one. So, okay, the text one. I'll add the text one. It's 12:30 and I haven't get when is the next class. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a text now. Okay, all of you note. This, if you see, okay, is one more thing you have to see. Can you see all of you? This is snapping. Now, when this snaps, because this magnetic link is on. If I remove this magnetic link, it won't snap. See, it's not snapping. So if you want your video to be perfectly snipped or snapped, whatever you call it, just press this magnetic link button, okay? And then it will create this snap. Do you all get it? This part, I hope everyone has understood. Has everyone got this part? Okay, I have this. Which subject? What is happening? I don't get. Okay, so now I'm telling you the text one, and then I will, if I have left with the time, which I'm not sure today. So I'll tell you the next part in the next video. Okay, first of all, the text, you have to go to this effects library. All of you look at the effects library. Okay, now in this effects library, I will find titles. Okay. Now, once you find title, there are so many different types of title samples. What I'm going with a simple text. I'm going to drop this on my timeline. Now I have this timeline, but I want to change it. So I can now bring first, I have to see what is changing. So it is showing me basic title. Remember what I did? I went to the effects library. I clicked on titles. I got text. I put it there. Now I want to change the text. I can do it by doing this inspector button. Now once I click the inspector button, the top right button, I can go and change this text. You can see it changing here. So I'm writing waves. Let's suppose I'm writing waves. Okay, now it is putting waves here. I can change the size of it. lot of things which you can do. How much spacing it has got. Okay, I want this much waves. I want it a little bit smaller, like this way, waves, and wait. And now I can go and see other things. I can change the background color if I want to, if I can change the outline color, anything you want to, you can just go and try here. These are small things you should try.